Hey guys, something I forgot to show in the last episode really quick is that here at night, as you can see, it looks really dark in comparison. Well, I'd like to say that there are Pokemon that appear during the night. One of them is Batman. No, I'm just kidding, it's just Hoot Hoot. And, well, as I said, Hoot Hoot isn't really that good in anything, in any way, in my opinion. Hoot Hoot, though, will provide something. It'll provide the Flash that I need, right? Because none of the other Pokemon can learn it. Yes, okay, I was right. Okay, it'll provide the Flash. Okay, I'm just gonna capture it for that. And, there are other Pokemon that you can find at night in this route, and as a matter of fact, I was interested in capturing one of them. I thought that you had to wait until you got at least the good rod, I'm sorry, the old rod, which, yes, in this game you can fish just like the other games, but I honestly thought that you had to wait, but you don't. Okay, you can actually find Zubat here before you go to the Dark Cave, which, yeah, whatever, they're very close, but, I mean, you can find Zubat before the Dark Cave, so you could have gotten yourself a Zubat. Terribly sorry if you did not know that, and had to wait until the Dark Cave until getting a Zubat. You're like, oh my god, I want to get a Crobat in this game. But yeah. And there's actually another Pokemon that I am interested in showing. Yes, Spinarak. Spinarak, very peculiar Pokemon that I am, well, okay, what can I say about this thing? It's not very fast, it can hit a bit hard. I have used an Ariados in a playthrough of Crystal. The thing is that, if it doesn't have a Signal Beam, or, you know, any bug-type offensive move that does a lot of damage, because it can only learn, like, Leech Life, I think. You had to breed to get Signal Beam. At least from Generation 3... At least in Generation 3, I mean. You know, it's not very good or anything. It needs to have moves that give it stab, and it can't really learn a wide array of moves. It's very slow as well. So, yeah, I'll just cut to where I show the final Pokemon that you can find on this route. Okay, so here we have it. The Pokemon that I'm interested actually in using is Poliwag. I thought that you had to get like a rod or something to get it, because I honestly do not run into very many water types on dry land. But Poliwag is a very interesting specimen that has a branched evolution. Yes, Poliwag will eventually evolve into either Poliwrath, a destructive fighting machine, or Politoed. The Pokemon with an incredibly deep voice for what it looks like, and it's very jolly and very happy, I must say. Are you serious? I'll probably have to switch if I want to do more damage against this thing. So, okay, I'll switch to like something that can deliver more damage, because I only have one Pokeball. And this thing has like a 20% encounter rate. 20% encounter rate, are you kidding me? And I ran into like 5 Spinarak. 5 Spinarak! And they have like a 5 or 10% chance. I mean, a Zubat appear like 2 or 3 times, but those Spinaraks, man, they appear like crazy. Okay, I'll just do some hit. Okay, I think this could be good enough to capture this thing. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we got it. We got it. Okay, yes. I was a bit worried about that. I don't like to seem unprofessional, even though I'm not really professional or anything, but whatever. Okay, I'll just... I was thinking about it, but think I'm just gonna give it a classic name. I'm just gonna call it Frogger because it is a tadpole which can either evolve into a huge tadpole or a frog. A bit. I'll just leave you guys guessing that. Okay, cool. Irrelevant thing that I had to say. Okay, so this guy, he has a Bellsprout. He wants to trade it for an Onix. Onix was the Pokemon that I was talking about. Yes, you should definitely, and I don't have a Bellsprout, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so, oh, now that I'm here, I guess I'll show you how to use the PC. Deposit. You cannot see, like, the silhouettes of the Pokemon, which I find incredibly crappy. But whatever. I'll just deposit, like, 3 of them, right? Because I want to get... First of all, I want to get... No, I didn't want Spinarak. Okay, whatever. I want Frogger. And I want good old Bellsprout, yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so this guy, he has an Onix. He wants to trade it for a Bellsprout, and I have a Bellsprout right here. Okay, let's connect the game link cable, even though we do not need one. Yeah, the good old Pokeball that went through the tube and arrived to another Game Boy Color. Bellsprout was sent to Kyle. And what happens here? So he bids farewell to his Onix. Good old Onix. I'll be missing you, buddy. Dude, a snake. That thing was a snake. What a fucked up silhouette, right? Okay, so we received Onix, I'm sorry. Onix is a very defensive rock-type Pokemon that earned an evolution in this generation. So I honestly want to use it also for my team. So cool, I've gotten 2 team members. I got Rocky, and I've got Frogger. I can only use Bubble and Onix. At least it can use Tackle and Screech, okay. Even though it won't really be earning, you know, anything else. So, again, what else can we get? Here, we have, like, this trainer school, and these 2 guys are trading Pokemon. Yes, they talk about, basic stuff that I, already talked about. Nothing important here in the trainer school, is there? Dude, what teacher? You don't have a teacher. The teacher's like a ghost or something. My god. Okay, so, don't have really many important things to do here. We have the Sprout Tower, which I'll be showing you, as well as not really much, actually. But, yeah. So, now I'm going to be talking about the new Pokemon you can find, because there's actually another route. Yes, there's another route. Why did I say it like if it were like a miracle or something? We cannot go south because this guy right over here will say, "Wait up, what's the hurry? You have to go to the Pokemon gym." Okay. It's the right. Did it say right with like E? Okay, whatever. I have to train a bit in my team, so I'll see you in just a little while. Here in the Dark Cave, other than Zubat, get yourself 2 very rare Pokemon. One of them is Teddiursa. Teddiursa evolves into an Ursaring, so it's a pretty brutal normal type once it evolves. It takes quite a while though, but it's a very nice Pokemon to have, a good physical attacker, and very early to get in the game. Plus, you can also get Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a pretty crappy Pokemon. I mean, can learn some good moves and stuff, but, you know, since it doesn't have an evolution, it doesn't have really good stats on its own, you know, as a basic Pokemon that doesn't evolve. So yeah, as I was saying before about Ghastly, I wouldn't really recommend it in this game because it's not that good, because of the physical special split not having happened. Yeah, there were just tons of Pokemon that got non-benefited from that. So yeah, I wouldn't really use it here in Generation 2. So yeah, yeah, I'm just continuing to train here. As I said, Ghastly Plus, in order to evolve Ghastly, you need to trade. You need to trade it. Once it gets to its Haunter stage, you'll have to trade in order to get it to Gengar. So yeah, that can always be something very annoying for people who don't really have a link cable. Yeah. So here on Route 36, they're actually it's actually divided into 2 sections really. But yeah, you can find Growlithe here. Growlithe is very annoying because it continues to roar you, but it's a very nice fire type to have. I'd recommend it if you have the patience to capture that thing. Plus, you can find both Nidoran male and female, which I'd go with Nidoran male because it's more offensive. But they both learn some very nice status moves and some very nice, you know, a very wide variety of moves, not just status moves, but they're poison types, so poison is also always very nice to use against your opponent. And you can also get Stantler, but we can't actually go there because there's a wiggly tree. But we can't get Stantler. I'll actually talk about Stantler later. Ah, I got it. And yeah, that's just pretty much it with the Pokemon here. So I'll just meet you guys in just a second. We're going to go to the Sprout Tower. Okay, the Sprout Tower is an incredibly weird place full of these bald men that was built a long time ago. It symbolizes like the relationship between Pokemon and this and that. Okay, so this place is the worst place to be using Onix or any water type Pokemon. Actually, any rock, ground, or water type Pokemon would be terrible for this place. So yeah, you should definitely use them. No, I'm kidding. You do not want to be using anything that is weak to grass here, because all the Pokemon, well, 95% of the Pokemon here are Bellsprout. So yeah, these Bellsprout are incredibly weak, and they serve as good training. Even if you want to use like your Chikorita, if you have Chikorita, you can use your Cyndaquil as well. Cyndaquil, great to train it, because I think now and once it levels up, it'll learn God. It'll learn it'll not learn God. It'll learn Ember. I just said that because I keep pressing the damn A button. Okay. So basically it's just mashing A, and it's all about that. It's all about mashing A and using a move that can kill this piece of walking weed. Alright, okay. Oh my god, I have to wait like 1 or 2 more levels until I can earn that. Okay, wait. Was there an item or something? No, okay. Well, here in this place, the only Pokemon you can find if you're playing during the day or morning well, morning or day, is Rattata. If you're playing at night, you can also find Ghastly, but there's only like an 85% chance. You can also find Rattata during the night, but it's only a 15% chance because it has to be a total of 100. Yes, I am very smart. Chow. Chow. His name is like Chow Fan or Kung Pao Chow, Kung Chow. I don't know. These guys have really weird names, and I'm not making any sense when I'm saying this. So yeah. Okay, that was a critical hit, and I only took 4 damage, and I felt like 4 or 5 Bellsprout now. So yeah. And as I said before, this place is excellent. If you have the Growlithe that I showed before, or if you have Cyndaquil, if you have any flying type Pokemon, you should definitely use them. The best, honestly, is Spearow. You know, it can learn like Peck right off the bat. Or no, I don't know. Pidgey can use Gust, and it became a flying type move in Generation 2. It was normal type before. So yeah, whatever. Again, no, I do not want to switch. Crap. I keep pressing that, don't I? Okay. Thank you. Why did he kind of hesitate when he was saying that? Okay, these bald men are very weird. And we find next accuracy there. This place is great for training. Oh, I want to face this guy, okay. This place is great for training, really, because even though the levels in Gold and Silver and Crystal aren't very high, you should earn as much experience as possible. Because experience in this game comes in a very low amount. So you shouldn't really be using a whole ton of Pokemon. I will not be repeating what I did in my Emerald walkthrough. Just something I felt like I wanted to do. And yes, I learned Ember. Yes, okay. Now I can kill these things a lot quicker, and I won't have to waste as much time. Yeah, you Bellsprouts made me waste time. So yeah, okay. Super effective. And he's going to send out his 3rd Bellsprout. Okay, I'm not going to switch or anything. And he's going with his Ember attack. And I'm going with my Ember attack, I'm sorry. And I kill this Bellsprout. Okay. Yeah, you are weak. You are weak. Why do you have, like, hair? Well, I think they do have hair. Aw, oh, crap, I thought you could go there. Okay, fine. So, we only have 3 left before we face the boss of this place. So yeah, we've got Sage Jin, who has only 1 Bellsprout, but it's high level most likely. Yes, a level 6. I was thinking about it, and yes, it's level 6. I just really don't like to make mistakes, so I don't say them out loud. I don't know, it's just something that I think, you know, if you say your mistakes out loud, you know, it's I don't know, some people maybe prefer just, you know, getting it wrong and saying, oh, okay, I meant to say this, but I kind of find it a bit unprofessional, at least for someone like me. I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, totally professional or anything. I'm actually considerably well, I honestly just like to show the game in its essence. I don't like to use all that editing stuff. I think it's awesome, but I just like to do what I like to do, which is show the game, you know, narrate, obviously edit out a lot of things, that I think are irrelevant or aren't very useful, but you know. Enough about me and my limited editing skills. Let's just take on the next guy. I think this guy does not have a Bellsprout for his first Pokemon, and if I do, I will be contradicting myself and in what I said about, you know, making mistakes and all that stuff. But come on. Oh my god, okay, fine. He doesn't have it for his first Pokemon, but I know that he has one. He has to have a Hoot. Oh my god, I spoiled the Pokemon! Okay, it's nothing new, but, you know, let's just switch back to Scorcher, because Scorcher is one level away from evolving. Yes, that's right. Cyndaquil evolves at level 14, Chikorita evolves at level 16, and Totodile evolves at level 18. So it's kind of like a trade-off they do there, because Cyndaquil will eventually evolve a lot slower than the other two, and as a matter of fact, even though Totodile, yes, he has a Hoot, I knew it, and even though Totodile evolves really late into Croconaw, it will eventually evolve earlier than the other two, because grass types have this particular thing for evolving at level 32. It happened thrice already with Ivysaur, Bayleaf, which is Chikorita's evolved form, and later on in Generation 4, it happened with I'm sorry, yeah, it happened with Grotto. But Croconaw, the evolved form of Totodile, evolves to level 30, so you know, it compensates in a bit. You know, that kind of sucks, honestly, for Cyndaquil's evolved form, which we'll be seeing maybe this episode, maybe not. Well, that pretty much sucks because, yeah, because it'll evolve at level 36, and at that time, you know, it would be like the 7th gym, if, you know, if we're lucky enough. If I'm lucky enough. Okay, let's see, how much does it have left? 239 experience points, and I haven't even run into a wild Pokemon, wow. So, this place is a lot less, you know, you are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. He claims to be the elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose the fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. And he used an escape rope. Okay. Okay, so I finally ran into a wild Pokemon. Wow. It's like if I were expecting this. Okay, Rattata. Okay, an escape rope. We found that. Yes. Okay, so I have to say, this place is very interesting. And it's got a powerful painting of a Bellsprout. Wow, and I honestly have to say this thing, wow. Okay, so we're gonna take on the Elder now. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People in Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokemon and you. Sage Lee would like to battle, and he sends out Bellsprout, higher level than all the rest, but nothing that a good old fire or flying type cannot handle. And I went all sophisticated saying cannot. So what's he gonna send out? He's about to use Hoot. Okay, I also knew that this guy had a Hoot. So it's obviously it's not bad to have a Geodude or an Onix. Honestly, Geodude is better in the way that it can learn Rock Throw? It can? Can it? No, it'll take quite a while. So I'd say Onix is better because Onix is faster. It has a lot better defenses than Geodude. Well, not a lot better, but it has better defenses. It has slightly lower attack, but it can use Screech right off the bat. So I'd definitely go with an Onix. Honestly, honestly. I tried to come up with a pun or something, but I couldn't because I'm bad that way. So yeah, honestly, Onix is the way to go in my opinion. I used Geodude again in a playthrough, and it's not like excellent, but it kicks some pretty good butt as a matter of fact. It's not like, you know, Generation 3 that's full of water types in many sections, which I honestly don't mind because, you know, I always use grass Pokemon, and almost always I use electric, but, you know, for a ground and rock and ground type, it's not very good. So hopefully Scorcher will evolve now when facing off against this Bellsprout. And I like that they send out their Pokemon and then you send out yours. That's always very cool that in Generation 3 they took out, which I don't like it that much. It kind of took quite a bit of time, but I liked it a lot more. And yes, we leveled up! Scorcher leveled up, okay. Ah, excellent. What, Scorcher's evolving? Yes. How fitting that he evolves against the final boss of this place. Well, mini-boss, or whatever you want to call him. Yes! Scorcher evolved into Quilava. Okay, very cool. Very cool. You and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this Flash HM. So, Flash illuminates even the darkest of all places, but use it, you need the badge from Violet Gym. So, in the next episode, we're going to earn the Violet City Gym badge. I'll see you guys. Martin Potter 90, out.